There are two ways to pack on rock hard muscle: the long and slow way, or the fast and easy way. Hi there, my name is Vince Del Monte, the man who was formerly destined to be remembered as Skinny Vinny. But fortunately, that seems like a lifetime ago. Today I have the world's most publicized and inspiring skinny to muscular weight gain story. I've become known as the skinny guy savior after transforming myself from an embarrassingly thin, scrawny, and weak-looking body into a WBFF professional fitness model by gaining 41 pounds of lean muscle mass in exactly 24 record-breaking weeks, even though I was never able to gain muscle before. How did I do it? Well, I put my faith in some really unusual techniques and tricks, the complete opposite of what the popular bodybuilding magazines and websites are having you do, and very different than what the bodybuilders and personal trainers at your gym are telling you to do. And by the end of this short presentation, I'm going to hook you up with the opportunity to copy the identical muscle building solution to build an incredibly lean, muscular physique that turns heads and demands respect without crazy long hours in the gym, without any bogus pills, powders, or potions, without any fancy equipment, and without dangerous drugs or steroids. We're talking about safe, effective, and life-changing muscle growth. You will also discover the 5 dirty little lies the bodybuilding mafia and supplement cartel have been feeding you to keep you from attaining that ripped, muscular, and strong body you've always dreamed of, which are the same lies that are robbing you of 90% of your muscle growth and virtually 100% of your money. And they're doing it on purpose, which I'll prove in just a moment. Right now, I'm sure you're skeptical. You've been lied to by everyone and their brother. I get it. And I'm making claims that go against what you've been told. I'm even showing you results that many experts and gurus consider impossible. Fortunately, I'm in the business of doing the impossible. Since May of 2006, I've accumulated more than 1,000 transformation stories from people who have put their trust in me, as you can see here. Before we get rolling with the free info, I can't promise how long this presentation will remain online. So please, watch it while it's still live so you don't miss out. The one truth we have to establish right now is the real reason you're skinny, scrawny, and just plain weak. And it's probably not what you think. Let's face it, if you looked and felt your best, you wouldn't be watching this. You're here because you've spent countless hours in the gym trying to bulk up your lanky frame with no results. And if you have got results, they've come in the form of newbie gains, or you've gained more fat than muscle. And you know what? This is common if you're relying on the same eat, sleep, train mantra you've heard a million times. And it's okay to admit you're frustrated. Frustrated you're just born this way, or frustrated you used to be in shape but you let yourself go. Either way, it doesn't matter. You hate what you see when you look at yourself in the mirror, or worse, you're pretty sure that when you walk into a room, no one really even takes notice. So you try absolutely everything, every kind of get big program in the book, the hyped up and expensive supplements, insane weight gain diets, protein shakes, bogus exercise equipment, advice from your buddies, or maybe even from trainers, but nothing works. After months, your reflection in the mirror looks exactly the same. And the only thing getting bigger is your credit card bill. In fact, you might even think you're looking smaller. All you know is that the clock keeps ticking and your wallet keeps shrinking. If any of this stuff actually worked, you'd already have the body of your dreams, but you don't. And I'm here to tell you, you may be feeling really scrawny and like no one takes a second look at you, but it's not your fault. Please don't blame yourself for an extra second. The entire bodybuilding, fitness, and supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And together, they're scamming you out of your money and your time and leading you down a dark, dark hole. To them, you're just a credit card to sell to. And if you ever actually did achieve your goals, they'd go out of business. And get this, the dirty little secret of the fitness industry is they need you to stay skinny, overwhelmed, and weak. I know that's hard to believe, but that's just the way it is. You can see for yourself. Every major fitness magazine that gives those glowing reviews of all those supplements are all owned and operated by the supplement companies they review. You know, a lot of trainers out there, they get their certification from the gym they work for and end up getting more training as a salesperson than an actual trainer. The best physiques on TV may be promoting that goofy piece of gym equipment, but they built their bodies with good old-fashioned gravity and hard work. Or they were just blessed with good genetics, not like yours. And those muscle building shakes, well, they're frankly just excuses to get you to buy more supplements that end up leaving you sick and bloated. There's stuff already in your fridge that will build muscle faster for you than what's in those shakes. Are you starting to get it? To say it's a conspiracy is not far off. That's why when you stay weak and scrawny and never really reach your goals, they can keep selling you more of the same stuff. There's always a reason why it didn't work last time, but if you believe them just one more time, they promise you your results will be different. The muscle building and fitness world is overwhelming, confusing, and contradicting. Well, for you, that confusion ends right here, right now. So here's the million-dollar question. Why is it so hard to create that body that shocks people when you rip your shirt off in the locker room? What's the number one reason why you can't develop the ripped arms, solid legs, six-pack abs, broad shoulders, and wide back that you truly crave? It's all because pretty much 95% of everything you've heard up until now is dead wrong. You're skinny because the information you've been relying on is bad information. Some, like the big bodybuilding mafia and supplement cartel, blatantly lie to you. Others, like your friends at the gym or the people on the forums, they just don't know any better and they repeat the lies they believe to be true. And to summarize the majority of fitness websites out there, it's basically the blind leading the blind. Scams or stupidity, good intentions rather than good results. Whatever you want to call it, years of bad information is largely the real reason for the way you look and feel right now. So let's stop this endless cycle of repeating the lie and then getting pissed off at yourself when it doesn't work. Now that you know the truth of how your training and nutrition was sabotaged before you even started it, and now that you know what not to do if you ever want rock hard abs and unreal muscle results, it's time to clear the slate and find out what really works for individuals with muscle unfriendly genes. Yes, we're talking about the safe, fast, and permanent way I gained 41 pounds of lean muscle mass in exactly 24 weeks. The same strategies that recently earned me my pro card, so I'm officially a WBFF pro fitness model. And remember, we're talking 41 pounds of lean muscle mass, not just a pile of weight made up of excess fat covering up your precious abs. We'll talk more about that in a sec. First, you really should get to know a little bit about me. All my life I was skinny. So skinny, I used to be nicknamed Skinny Vinny. Let me tell you, I hated the word skinny. Other nicknames I had were Bones, String Bean, Scrawny, Twig, Stick, Beanpole, Pencil Neck, or in my case, Skinny Vinny. And if disgusting is a nickname, well, I've been called that too by one particularly hot girl back in high school. Thanks for the ego boost, Paula. I hated it. All the hot girls in school dated bigger guys who could protect them. My puny size destroyed my confidence, so I lived life as a pushover, never standing up for myself and always getting bullied by bigger guys. I hated the summertime because all the other guys were running around the beach in swim trunks, but I kept my shirt on because I was so embarrassed at my scrawny size. None of my clothes fit, and I didn't even feel like a real man. I quit playing high school sports because I couldn't handle the, "Oh my God, you're so skinny," comments in the locker room. Most days I looked in the mirror, I felt like crying. I still remember the hottest girl in school saying to me in grade 10, "You'd be so much hotter if you just put some muscle on your arms." The only thing I wanted was to be big, strong, and muscular. No matter how hard I tried, I remained the same. Skinny, scrawny, and weak. I was wimpy Skinny Vinny. I had no muscle mass whatsoever. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you have the same problem? I bet you do. So I gave up the dream of being buff because I figured gaining muscle was nearly damn impossible. It was like my muscle building switch was permanently set to the off position, and I figured everyone was right. I was destined to live up to my Skinny Vinny nickname, and no one expected anything differently from me, so it wasn't like I was disappointing anyone, except maybe myself. Even my dad, who was usually supportive of me, after seeing me try so desperately to build muscle, would regularly tell me to give up on my bodybuilding dreams. He told me it just wasn't who I was meant to be, and that I should stick to running just like him and my brothers. I still wanted to make the most of my skinny little runner's body that I was cursed with. So like my dad told me, since I was built like a runner, I became a runner. More than that, I became a triathlete. You know, one of those lean, mean, running, swimming, and biking dudes. When I headed off to college, matters only got worse. All my roommates happened to be jacked. I'm talking 6-packs, 8-packs, and ripped guns. Check this out. Here's a picture with me and my roommates. Have you ever hid behind someone else in a photo like I did here? I mean, the intimidation was unbearable, especially as I watched from the sidelines for 4 years while they worked out and got bigger and more ripped and spent their weekends hooking up with the hottest college girls, while I spent my time running, getting skinnier and wimpier, and spending my nights reading my kinesiology textbooks or thumbing through my buddy's Victoria's Secret catalog. Outwardly, I liked my buddies. Inwardly, I secretly hated them. Was 5 pounds of muscle too much to ask for? My friends tried to help me by leaving muscle and fitness magazines on my bed, and I followed what the magazine said for years, with no success. One day my roommate started feeding me these insane weight gain shakes with like protein powder, ice cream, creatine, and other weight gain ingredients. Finally, a few weeks went by and I gained 5 pounds of pure belly fat. Ever heard of a skinny fat guy? That's what I was becoming. I swear, my body was allergic to muscle. Not only was my muscle building switch flipped off, it was locked and chained too. In desperation, I asked my roommate to train me. Take me to the gym. Show me what you do. And we resorted to the Bible of bodybuilding, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And we pulled out his routines. If Arnold's programs couldn't help me, I was surely doomed. Guess what? It turns out I was doomed. I still remember the first real workout I did with a roommate. He proclaimed it was chest day. I kid you not, we did 6 different exercises for chest, 4 sets of each, and we were literally in the gym for over 2.5 hours, all on my chest. For almost 2 weeks, I could not even take any notes in class because my chest was so sore. I felt like an idiot for pursuing this pipe dream of getting big. After more attempts with weight gain shakes and Arnold-style workouts, all I gained was a pot belly and constant muscle soreness. I guess my dad was right. I was born to be a runner. You know, I was just a thought or two from quitting the bodybuilding dream altogether. But then, something happened that changed everything. A chance meeting that changed who I was meant to be forever. The single event that turned me from the Canadian beanpole lanky frame and disgusting skinny Vinny to a WBFF pro fitness model that walks around at 210 pounds and 10% body fat 365 days a year. And you're just moments from building 10, 20, 30, and even 40 plus pounds to experience your own first dramatic body transformation. Oh, and by the way, my new body and confidence helped me get all the female attention that I could ever imagine. But most importantly, the love of my life. So who was it that taught me how to flip that muscle building switch inside of me? Well, I was in church of all places, literally praying for an answer to my physical, confidence, and relationship problems. And maybe I was praying a little too loud because it turns out that sitting in the pew next to me was a guy bulging with muscles, dripping with confidence, and not the kind of person you usually expect to see kneeling in the pews. I later found out he was a former champion bodybuilder who looked better than all the young guys in my gym, yet he was well into his mid-40s. Well, I guess that he heard me praying and felt sorry for me and my scrawny size, and he agreed to meet me after each service and share his muscle building strategies with me and shatter the myths I'd always believed in. Once I started training his whole new way, the quick and impressive results were absolutely unreal. I started putting on real muscle for the first time in my life. I could already see a difference in just weeks, not months. Finally, it was like he tore off that padlock of that muscle building switch inside my body. I began to see and feel a difference in my clothes and in the mirror almost right away. My muscles got thicker and denser, and I was using heavier and heavier weights each week. All thanks to these simple muscle building techniques I copied from my new friend. As soon as those first 20 pounds exploded onto my body in just 30 days, I felt certain that he not only switched on the muscle building switch, but he switched it to turbo. Over the next 5 months, I gained another 21 pounds and became the talk of my gym. Once I started working out, eating and living this new and better way, I threw away all the unhealthy supplements, all the magazines, all the goofy home gym equipment, and all the bodybuilding encyclopedias, along with all the misguided faith I'd put into them all. And once I was released from my daily prison sentence at the gym, I also got my freedom back. And that's when I really started to pack on serious size. I'm talking a total of 41 pounds of lean muscle mass in exactly 24 weeks. And I did it while spending no more than 4 hours in the gym each week. Now, you probably aren't thinking about competing in bodybuilding or fitness model contests, though you could if you wanted to. It may be that you just want to gain 10 or 15 pounds of muscle so that you can stop shopping in the boys department at Sears and wear clothes made for grown-ups. Maybe you just want to gain the respect of your friends and coworkers. Maybe for you it's about being able to look in the mirror and be proud of what you see. Or maybe what you really want is the confidence to walk up to any beautiful girl you see and have her smile and turn towards you instead of sneer and walk away from you. Well, for me, I got all of that and more, and I did it in a healthy, natural, and safe way. Let me stress, this is natural fitness. Since May of 2006, I have made it my moral obligation and higher calling to live up to my new nickname, the Skinny Guy Savior, by busting the fitness industry wide open until every last skinny victim of the Muscle Magazine Mafia and the sugar-packed dream-crushing supplement companies finally flips that switch and gets the body they deserve. I'm talking about you being more like the person you want to be. Knowing what I know, I can confidently say that if you flip that switch, your body will build muscle all the time. When you drop the nonsense and the BS and you drop the magazines and drop the pills and drop the powders. And when you begin this simple, quick, and safe plan, I found that you can gain all the rock hard ripped muscle mass and weight that you want and replace those puny and scrawny muscles with slabs of sexy and defined muscle. You just flip that switch inside of you and get ready to grow. You're packing on slabs of dense muscle and building brute strength. Since I launched this website in May of 2006, as of today, I've helped over 80,000 men and women all over the world from almost every walk of life, and I pride myself in having a life-changing influence with my clients. Think about this. Over 80,000 happy users can't all be wrong. Yes, more than 80,000 normal but motivated people have simply, quickly, and healthily copied my plan, and the only thing they regret? Not starting sooner. So if you're ready to put your own skinny body, lanky life, and wimpy future behind you, let me show you how you can start packing on that big muscle starting right now. No Nonsense Muscle Building reveals it all. I call my system the no-nonsense muscle building system because it's filled with exactly what you need to know to get the same kinds of massive results that I've achieved and my members have achieved without any of the silly nonsense you've been told up to now. What can you expect from no-nonsense muscle building? All of my fastest muscle expanding exercises ever to create ripped, chiseled muscle mass. And I don't just explain them. You get easy to follow, step-by-step video demonstrations, photos, and instructions. Discover the exact training frequency and length of workout needed to open the floodgate of testosterone and muscle growth that lies dormant within even the skinniest physique. Train within these short and precise time frames and you'll crack the code and finally explode muscle off your frame just like these guys. Exactly how to break any annoying muscle building plateau even if you haven't seen any gains for years. Join these guys to say goodbye to slow to grow body parts forever. The 9 principles to muscle growth. It's no wonder you've hit a plateau. Most programs only address 1 or 2 of these principles. So the plateaus are built right into most programs. Once these guys started executing just half of these size principles, they started growing like weeds. Sidestep the top 15 mistakes most guys make before they even step foot in the gym. And you'll never have your progress halted like these guys. My famous 2-step formula for bulking up and maximizing the muscle to fat ratio. Notice these guys have not only packed on size, but they're also lean and ripped too. You will be too. Learn a series of old school recovery tactics to recover at speeds you never thought possible. Imagine getting size and cuts without being sore all the time. Learn my signature sculpting technique only my users know. Heavy weights for high reps to stimulate every untapped and untouched muscle fiber, making you the talk of your gym. No gym membership? No problem. My workouts can be done at your home or in a gym. No fancy equipment needed here. Moving on to the workouts now. You get to begin with the 29-week step-by-step beginner intermediate intensive workout plan, which includes exercises, sets, reps, rest periods, and more. Nothing is left to chance. This first 29 weeks is the exact way I trained when I gained 41 pounds of muscle in my first 6 months. No guesswork and 6 months of injury-free workouts. This is like having me right beside you at the gym. On to nutrition. You get the 84-day Healthy Mass meal plans, which tell you exactly what to eat for 12 weeks straight, and you get every caloric level needed. You'll also learn the best carbs to gain muscle and not fat, your personal caloric intake for your own personal body type, the top protein sources for growth and repair, what you must eat right after a workout and before your workout, how to eat for maximum muscle and minimum fat, superior foods to power up your energy in workouts, complete meal plans for every caloric level, the top 10 must-follow muscle-building nutrition rules that you cannot afford to screw up if you want jaw-dropping muscle, and you get grocery lists. Once you get your training and nutrition in order, and only after you do that, then you can check out my recommended supplement guide to get my personally reviewed guide to the most powerful and safest muscle building and fat burning supplements. It's a very short list, by the way. Not only will this save you years of frustration, but it'll save you thousands of dollars and probably a few trips to the doctor from a lot of the unsafe and unhealthy products out there. You'll discover the 5% of supplements that actually work when you get your training and nutrition in order first. Got questions? I got answers. You'll also get the instant 24/7 fitness coach. If at any point you have any question about any part of this simple program, just look up your question and within 10 seconds, you will get a detailed answer. This is better and faster than waiting for an email response. I said this was unlike any other muscle building plan out there, and I wasn't messing around. I've specifically created the no-nonsense muscle building system to empower you with the most direct and uncomplicated methods to adding more muscle mass quickly and easily. You quickly put it in place and it works for you. That's it. Now look, I can't promise that you're gonna have everything you've ever wanted in life, like to start a successful business or make more money or learn a new language, travel, buy a hot car, or put a hot girl in your new car. But there's no reason why you couldn't do all those things either. You know, I believe that the gym is a metaphor for life. If you can get what you want inside the gym, you can get what you want outside of the gym. And you deserve all that. And you deserve a plan that will get you there fast without wasting your time and effort. And the best part is that No Nonsense Muscle Building comes with a 100% no questions asked 60-day money back guarantee. If you don't honestly gain more muscle easier and faster than ever before, and your body does not become thicker or more ripped, I don't deserve to keep a penny. And for any reason you start coming up with reasons for why my plan won't work, please return it. I want to make this the easiest decision of your life. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Sound fair enough? Before you get started, I have two options for you. No Nonsense option 1. With the No Nonsense Muscle Building Basic Package, you're getting 1, my step-by-step No Nonsense Muscle Building Manual, 2, the first 6-month workout plan, 3, all 5 done-for-you mass building meal plans, 4, the recommended supplement guide, and 5, the instant 24/7 fitness coach. A total value of $333. Today, only a small one-time investment of $127. No Nonsense option 2. With the No Nonsense Muscle Building Deluxe package, you're getting everything in the basic package, plus upside down training. This is my 4-week kickstart program. Consider it kind of like an automobile tune-up before we take the car out onto a long road trip. The first 4 weeks is dedicated to improving your posture, strengthening your core, lengthening any shortened or tight muscles, improving your conditioning, eliminating imbalances, and just basically laying the foundation before we transition you into the first 6-month plan, which is really going to set you on track for your new body. Then you're going to get an additional 6 months of advanced max power workouts once you transform your body. And I'm confident you're going to want to reassess your goals and do a second transformation. Get ready for more intensity, more gains, and my 2 signature techniques you'll only be able to handle after you complete the first phase. Next, the Metabolic Growth Calculator. This is the customized weight gain formula that will help you navigate your nutrition needs and ensure you're eating the right foods at the right times and in the right amounts, whether you want to bulk up gradually or if you want to do it aggressively. All you need to do is fill in the blanks with your personal info and goals and follow the meal plan specific to that. Next, the virtual exercise demonstrator. If you're unsure how to do a certain exercise, need an exercise substitute because you train at home, don't worry, I've got you covered. This is a massive database of over 100 exercise substitutions for every muscle group, so you'll never be left without an exercise alternate, and you'll always know how to perform each move safely. Next, the private member forum. This is where thousands of active members congregate each day, and the crown jewel of the system. You're going to be hooked up with the social support, the motivation, the accountability, and new friendships to keep you on track. Next, the 4-hour no-nonsense muscle building online DVD. You also get to see what makes this program so amazing. A 4-hour high-def DVD of yours truly, live in action, huge, ripped, and stronger than ever. And in this inspirational, educational, and entertaining DVD, I'll take you through my personal kitchen, my fridge, my cupboards. I'm going to coach you through your warm-up, the entire weight training routines, the stretching regime, and the cardio plan. Every raw detail of this system is explained live in person. And finally, unlimited program updates. Whenever I add new bonuses or upgrades, they are yours free. An over-the-top value of $693. Today, all of this is yours for only a small one-time investment of $177. Hang on, there's more. Even better is that you can start today, minutes from now, because I'm going to download everything from my website to your computer. Now don't worry, it's super easy, and I'll personally show you how exactly to do this. Nothing is sent in the mail, so you get instant access. Plus, when you start building muscle with me today, I'm going to upgrade you to the No Nonsense Deluxe package for free. That's right. And you're not even going to have to invest at the regular $177 price or even the original $127 price. By acting right now, you get both the entire basic and deluxe package for the introductory price of not $542 or $177 or $127, only $77 for a limited time only. So you want to act now before I take this offer offline. Now here's why I'm hooking you up with a discount. I care too much about skinny guys like you who are just like I used to be just a few years ago. So I know exactly what you're going through, and it hurts. So not only do I want to live up to my nickname as the skinny guy savior in this huge sea of misinformation and scams, I want to prove to the bodybuilding mafia and supplement cartel that the truth always wins and is much more powerful than deceitful marketing. Because of that, I want to get the no-nonsense muscle building system into as many hands as possible in as short a time as possible. One of my personal lifetime goals is to transform the lives of 1 million skinny guys by the year 2020. I want you to be one of them. So if you decide to flip the switch inside of you starting today, I'm going to hook you up with all the components from the basic and deluxe package. You're going to get it less for the price of a 1-month supply of protein powder. Just $77. That's just $77 for everything I've got, just to make it easier for you to prove to yourself that you can really have the body you want. You don't need to pay a doctor thousands of dollars to sculpt your body with a knife or spend hundreds of dollars a month on a personal trainer who doesn't even know the system. But by ordering today only through the link below, you'll save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars by not looking for your perfect body in a bottle, plastic tub, or pill. All for the low price of just $77 through this presentation only, if you act now. So let me ask you, are you ready to prove to yourself, your family, your friends, and your coworkers that you've got what it takes to do whatever you want in life and have whatever you want to have and be whoever you want to be, even if you want to be a muscle-bound stud? Whatever your goals, I support you in them. I think you should have them, and I know you're closer than you've ever thought you were before. It's time to flip that switch. Turn on the muscle growing circuits inside of you and have that body you desire. Find the add a cart button below, click it. Click that button and start today on the body you wish you've always had. If you follow the No Nonsense Muscle Building program, it is absolutely impossible that it won't work for you. Go ahead, click it now. And remember, what you've tried up to now just hasn't worked. And if you try again by doing the same things, they still won't work. But this will. I promise. This should be the easiest decision of your life. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Just go ahead and click that add a cart button below and let's get started on your new body and your new future. I look forward to meeting you and hearing about your transformation story. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.